Alright, I am B Rose and welcome to Truth Talk. Today we're going to be going over the last of the symbolism that I want to cover. This is the fourth part of the Elite Symbols episodes that I've been doing. So if you haven't seen the first three, go check those out. There's really no specific order you need to watch them in, but they're all important. Anyways, we are going to move on. Up first, we're going to talk about the phoenix, or it's sometimes called the double-headed eagle. And the eagle is a symbol of power and endurance. The Romans, the Nazis, and the United States have all used the eagle as their symbol. And the phoenix is a symbol of rebirth or rising from the ashes. This can be a take on the, quote, order out of chaos, which is a Freemason ideal. The phoenix can be seen in many places, but you will most often see it in logos, especially car logos. So here are just a couple of the car logos that the phoenix is used in. You've probably seen some of these before, if not all of them, but you probably didn't realize that they are used to represent the phoenix, which is an occult symbol. And that is because all of these car companies are occultic in nature. They're owned by the elites. All of these big corporations are owned by these people, these 1%ers. And the vast majority of them are occultic, are Satanists. So just a couple of these car companies include Mazda, Hillman, Genesis, Chevrolet, Thunderbird, etc. I'm sure you can see them on the photo, but I figured I would just name a few. So here's an example of celebrities using the phoenix symbolism. This is Ben Affleck, and he has a giant phoenix tattoo all across his back. And the problem with the phoenix symbolism is the fact that it stands for rebirth, or rising up from the ashes. And like I said before, that can also be translated into order out of chaos. And these people are the ones who cause the chaos. They want us to think that it's just us, that we're just humans and we're, terrible by nature and we cause all these wars and all these problems, but it's them. It is them. They make money on both sides of wars. They start the wars and they end the wars. And they use them to push their agendas along. And I just use wars as an example, but I mean chaos in general. Any chaos that ensues, it is these people. They use it to push their agenda. So that is why the phoenix symbolism is so important to know. Because the people and the companies who use this are also trying to push these agendas. Alright, next we're going to talk about skulls. And skulls are used as a reminder of death, especially in Freemasonry. They actually use it for the Skull and Bones Society at Yale University. And the photo that I've put up here is the Skull and Bones logo at Yale. And as you can see, we've got some number symbolism going on too below the skull and bones. And when you're in the society, they use this logo to remind young initiates that they only have a short life to work towards the eternal Illuminati goals. So that is the skull. You can also see the skull in logos, on, once again, tattoos. A lot of occultists use this symbol because they are somewhat obsessed with death, and they are also obsessed with immortality, which I can get into more later. But yeah, the skull is a big symbol for these elites. Alright, so next up we've got obelisks, and these are interesting because they are used as markers for important Illuminati centers of power. Obelisks mark their political and military dominance in Washington, D.C., while the obelisks in London and New York mark their financial superiority. So these are in several places around the world, and once again, they just mark their centers of power. The shape of these is similar to a pyramid on top because these were originally constructed by the ancient Egyptians. But the Greeks were the ones who used the term obelisks to describe them. The meaning behind these, besides for just being markers, is very similar to the phoenix. They symbolize rebirth. Okay, we're moving along here, and we're going to talk about distorted crosses. So, these come in many forms. Sometimes you just see the upside down cross. Sometimes it has two separate lines across it. Sometimes they're diagonal. However it looks, it is always a perversion of the upright cross that Jesus was crucified on. This is an occult symbol, obviously. This is a symbol that is to mock Christ or to taunt God. Okay, so here's an example of this symbol being used in media and by celebrities. This is The Weeknd, and you can't see it very well. I couldn't find a good picture of it, but behind him is the inverted cross, which he carries throughout the video, mocking Christ. Because that is what these people do. That is what these celebrities do. That is what these elites do. Not only do they push their agendas, but they mock God in the process. So here is the inverted cross. You can also see this in other media and movies. I have seen this recently in Star Wars. Their lightsabers now have the cross or the line that goes across to make it an inverted cross instead of just a sword or resembling a sword. They have created the inverted cross. Up next is going to be the shush symbol or quiet symbol, whatever you want to call this. It is when they put their pointer finger up to their lips like, oh, be quiet, this is a secret. And it is a secret because these people are part of the occult. And what this symbol shows is that they are silent. It denotes secrecy. They have taken a vow to be silent. They can't talk about these things. But it means, don't tell, this is our secret. And you've probably seen this one a lot without realizing it. This is pretty popular for album covers, for magazines, as a pose. I know they use it for younger celebrities a lot. So that is what the symbol means. Sorry guys for the terrible microphone quality. I just realized there's been some problems with the microphone this video, so ignore that. And I just wanted to show you another example of this symbol. This is an old one from the Disney Channel, but it serves the same purpose. Alright, so our next symbol is going to be jewel programming. Now, this one can be kind of tough to notice because it has to do with what celebrities wear specifically. This is not typically found in logos or news or media like that. It is specifically for celebrities who have been programmed with MKUltra. And if you don't know what that is, go back and watch my last two videos I talk about it in part 2 and 3. So when these celebrities wear jewelry, it speaks about where they stand as a programmed celebrity, as a pawn in this agenda that the elites push. So each type of jewelry that they wear symbolizes what they are and who they are. So let's run through what each of these jewels means. Up first is emerald, which you can see here in the photo, and it symbolizes witchcraft and family loyalty. It can also symbolize drugs, or that you're a drug mule. Next is ruby, and like a lot of other symbols, ruby means that they are involved in some type of prostitution or abuse. Pearl and diamond also represent these things. Amethyst represents that you hold secrets, that you keep secrets for the elite. And I believe that that is all of them. So this is jewel programming. So next we have what you would probably call the rock and roll symbol, but this is actually the devil horn hand symbol. And this obviously represents pledging your allegiance to Satan. Many occultists use this hand symbol, but you will see political figures, celebrities, and many others using this hand symbol specifically. And yes, they know what it means. They are not saying rock and roll. They are not trying to be cool. They know what this means. They know why they're holding it up. If you just see an average Joe on the street do it, he probably doesn't know what this means. But these political figures, these celebrities, they know what this is. I wanted to add this symbol in here while we're talking about hand symbols. This is the triangle hand symbol. You will see a lot of celebrities do this or put it over their eye. Political figures do this a lot. Sometimes they don't hold it upright, but they'll hold it down while they're sitting or while they're speaking with someone. But a lot of them do this, and once again, this is just an occultic symbol. It is used to represent Satanism and ancient Egypt and the occult. Okay, so this symbol is called the hidden hand, and it is used in Freemasonry. And what it is just a person's hand inside their jacket, just like you see in the photo. And you will see celebrities do this, you'll see politicians do it, or you might see the royal family doing it, like in this photo. But this just shows you who is part of the secret brotherhood, and that their actions are inspired by Masonic philosophy. And this hidden hand symbol represents hidden power and connection to the occult. So that is what this is. When you see someone doing this, you know that they are a Freemason and that they are within the occult. Because that is what Freemasonry is. I can make another video explaining this, but Freemasons are the occult. Everyone who is part of this, everyone who is part of the occult, is involved in one of these clubs, whether it is Freemasonry, Skull and Bones, Illuminati. They're all occultist. All of these organizations are occultic by nature. And so that is what you are seeing here with this hand symbol. It tells you exactly who they are and who they work for and what their beliefs are. Alright, the last symbol we're going to talk about is probably one of the most important, and it has to do with transhumanism. There isn't one specific symbol they use for this, but you will see it everywhere. It is very repetitive in the media. And what transhumanism is an international, cultural, and intellectual movement that seeks to transform humans. And they do this by using technology to enhance human intellectual, physical, and psychological abilities. And they want to do this by combining man and machine, which on the surface sounds nice, where we could have better physical abilities or intellect, access to more knowledge. But this would be the worst thing that could happen to humanity. You cannot combine human DNA with technology, because our DNA is what makes us human. We aren't meant to be machines. So that is why this is such a dangerous topic, and it should worry you. So here's an example of a symbol or of the first step of transhumanism. This is just a bracelet that projects what I would consider a phone screen onto your arm. And things like this won't necessarily hurt you or your DNA, but they are to prepare you for what comes next. Because when you think about it, what type of technology comes after this if we keep advancing? Well, logically, the next step is something that you don't have to carry around. It doesn't have to be on you. You don't have to carry a phone or a bracelet. It would be inside your body. It would be part of you, which is what the transhumanism agenda is to get technology inside of you. And this has a lot to do with the mark of the beast in Revelation. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, in the Bible, in Revelation 13, it talks about what is referred to as the mark of the beast. And it says, he causeth both big and small, he causeth both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And no man might buy or sell unless he have the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So this transhumanist agenda has everything to do with this mark of the beast, because all of our payments and currency are going digital. And I believe that soon you will have to have a piece of technology in your body to be able to pay for these things, which goes against the Bible and its teachings. But if you want to know more about that, I can talk about it in another video, or you can go read Revelation 13. Okay, so that is going to be the end of the symbol videos that I am making. Once again, this is part 4, so there are 3 others that you can go check out. They all have important information in them, so they're definitely worth looking at. I hope this video helped you learn about these occult symbols and understand their meaning. And hopefully you'll be able to see the repetition that is used in the media and by celebrities, because that's all I'm trying to do here, is help people wake up and see these things. But anyways, thank you again for watching. Don't forget to like if you enjoy the video and subscribe if you like the content on this channel. Thanks again, and I hope you all have a great day.